All right, so it's July 5th, and me, Caboose, and Thrive are back on trail from Fayetteville. Not going very far today. It's like probably 10:30. My buddy messaged me last night from Baltimore, said it's supposed to be HAF today, and I asked him, what is HAF? And he said, hot ass bleep. So I think we have 20 miles to the ice cream challenge, and we were going to probably try to split it up, do 10 today and then 10 early in the morning tomorrow, and get there before lunch. You know, watch the crazy people try to eat a half gallon of ice cream, maybe have a little bit of ice cream ourselves, and then hike on. So pretty easy day. Mileage total wise, but there are no easy days on the AT because it's hot. We're walking along this highway with the traffic noise, and shout out to Thrive's brother Rich, who drove from Michigan to spend some time with Thrive and has really been helpful and got us back to the trail this morning, and went out of his way to come give us a ride. I mean, he drove an hour and something this morning to come drive us, 10 minutes down the road to the trailhead. So he drove an hour and a half to come give us a 10-minute ride, which is just amazing. Super cool guy. Has helped me out with some tech issues on my phone, and grateful to meet him, and great family. Got to meet some of Thrive's sisters too, her two sisters. So stick around. We'll see what happens today. So I think we're about a tenth of a mile into the hike, maybe a quarter mile. And there's a bathroom. You already know. McDonald's coffee. It's hot. Had a little bit of a climb. It's like kind of broken up. I think it's like 1,000 feet over 3.8 miles, so it's no big deal. But like, I don't know, not even halfway through it. It's kind of got a little flat section here on the ridge, and you can really cruise through here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So this is a section you can really cruise through, and then when it gets to the top of this climb, I mean, according to Far Out, which can be wrong, it's literally like this. So for the next, I don't know how many miles, at least for today. So originally I said I was going to do 10 miles. I think I'm at like I started today at like 1085. And said I would do 10 miles today, and then, 10 miles tomorrow into whatever the ice cream challenge place is. Eat some ice cream, watch the activities, see who's there. But then I realized If I do 12.4 today, something like that, I'll be at 1098, which is literally, woo, hiya, ninja, which is literally like the halfway point, the real halfway point, right? So, you know, it's almost noon. It's gonna be the hot part of the day, but 12 miles and on this, I could do it backwards, man. I could moonwalk it, dude. I'm a terrible hiker, man. So me walking backwards is like super dangerous. So that was just a joke. We'll see how I feel though. No hurry. Gonna be at the ice cream challenge thing tomorrow. Probably super early, maybe before 10 a.m. depending on how far I get today. But I feel good, man. I just called about my Lyme's test and, you know, still don't have it. But which is expected. Yesterday was a holiday. So I got tested on the 2nd. Today's the 5th, July 5th. But there's a holiday in the middle, so I don't know if I'll even have it before Monday. They said I could call back tomorrow, but the guy wasn't sure if they get results on the weekends or not, and I don't know anything about that stuff, so. But I feel pretty good. I'm on a doxycycline. Doctor did tell me, like, there's some sensitivity to light and sunburn, so stay out of the sun, and luckily, I'm in the green tunnel, because the sun is brutal today again. But maybe the antibiotics are working because I feel pretty good. My ankle feels pretty good. I haven't even taken ibuprofen today. And so I was taking 4 ibuprofen a day. I was taking them all at once because I'm a big dummy. And the doctor said I could take more than 4, but he recommended I stretch them out, like 2 in the morning, 2, you know, at lunch, 2 for an afternoon snack, and then 2 at night to keep the inflammation down and to keep a steady flow of it in my body. But, you know, with my history, I'm kind of a macro doser and not a micro doser, so I try not to take any medicines. Try not to rely on anything except for my body's natural ability to heal itself. And, you know, I'm not against doing what you have to do. Obviously, I've been taking 4 ibuprofen a day, usually around once my ankle starts to flare up a little bit in the middle of the day. It kind of gets me through. But yeah, if I need to take some later on, I'll take 2. And you know, because ibuprofens, man, ibuprofen 200s, those things are the bomb, man. You'd be surprised at how much it helps, like, reduce the inflammation, though, and let you get through the hike. I'm not going to be, you know, begging people for some ibuprofen. Come on, man, just give me a little bit of ibuprofen, man, please. So, yeah, it's a nice hike, man. This is nice terrain where you can really push the miles, and I don't really need to push miles, but sometimes I like to do that too, man. I like to push myself, and then I like to push myself to slow down. So it's the game we play, man. It's the mind games we play. All right, let's see where we're at up here, buddy. Locust Gap. I think I'm going this way. Yep, there's the right place. To Locust Gap Trail via the AT. Look at this, man. Tell me you just can't. Even me, I'm not even a runner anymore, man, and I want to run. Like running through the woods, it's beautiful. And I don't run anywhere unless I'm trying to be the superhero and save the damsel in distress, and then I usually get hurt. So, whoa, look at that deer. Deer just crossed the That's beautiful, man. I love it when it happens like that. Get it on video. Awesome. Hope you guys saw that. Majestic, man. All right, I'm gonna go talk myself into not running and just enjoy this hike. Hope you guys enjoy it too. I really want to keep going that way. It's so nice. But this is my path in life. Still nice in here too, though, but it's not as open. Still a nice trail, though. Oh, I love that. No parents, no horses, no bedtime. Oh, kids, man. What it's like to grow up. If you learn anything from my trek through the woods and this through hike attempt, and I still call it an attempt because I haven't accomplished anything yet. It's a don't ever grow up, man. And you know, I'm a real spiritual guy and try to live in the moment and experience what is rather than what I think things should be. And I don't faith identify. I can learn something from every path. And speaking of the big paths like Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, philosophies like Stoicism, Existentialism, Solipsism, Determinism, you name it. You know, I'm a student and try to learn from them all and realize they're all saying the same things or point. So there's I think it's a African proverb or maybe it's a Hindu proverb. Because there's one truth, there's many paths to the truth, and the only one wasting time is the one running around telling everybody else they're on the wrong path. That being said, there is a biblical verse, and I don't know the exact, gospel it's in, but it says, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven unless ye be like little children again. And to me, everybody has their own interpretation. That means the kingdom of heaven is right here on earth, and it's in a childlike wonder and amazement. It's not a place you travel to, it's a mindset. And I could be completely wrong, and I've been wrong before, and that's okay. But that's just the way I like to look at things. I'm in the kingdom of heaven, baby, because I have a childlike wonder and amazement. So, yeah, feel free to disagree with me. But that's the way I try to look at life, and that's my interpretation of passages like that. And it's my experience and my shift in consciousness from being miserable and being in hell and being cast out of heaven in my own mind. Nobody imprisoned me. Drugs and alcohol didn't imprison me. The Matrix didn't imprison me. Nobody imprisoned me. I imprisoned my own mind, man. And I had the key the entire time to unlock it and let myself out. And don't get me wrong, I am still imprisoned by thoughts. I am still imprisoned by my own desires and attachments in life. But it's kind of like a pretty sweet prison, man. It's better than it was. And a lot of amenities and luxuries in this joint, man. And I'm kind of enjoying the ride, man. I also know that spiritual growth is limited by trying to grow spiritually. So I let go of trying and just enjoy what I have right in front of me, which is this trail, the people around me, and people on this channel, people listening, and I try to look at the world with childlike wonder, because ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven unless you once again be like little children. And that mindset has freed me. So I'm gonna go enjoy heaven while I can. Love you guys. Wow, look at this place. This is Caledonia State Park, I think. Amazing. Cory Gap shelter. Let's check this place out. Little tent spots right there. Yeah. Right there. Another one right there. Nice flat level 10 spot. Swing, which you already know. Some flowers, man. Look at that bench. Oh my goodness. Now this Pennsylvania does it right, buddy. Little shelter. Sleeping. Welcome to Cory Gap Shelter. It is our pleasure to proudly maintain this shelter area for your overnight stay and use on behalf of the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club. The spring is located 10 yards in front, east of the structure. The privy is located up the hill to the south behind the structure. There is also a slob can located there. The can should be self-explanatory. Please be responsible and pack out your own trash. Please help keep the Cory one of the best maintained shelters on the Appalachian Trail by leaving the area as clean as you found it and by taking your trash out with you when you leave. Please respect the area and the structure during your stay. Have a great stay. Innkeepers. Jen Stotch is the innkeeper. Bill Eberwine, Raisin, and Lance Sawyer is cowboy. Trail names. Awesome. Look at this, man. Please roll up the wind barrier before leaving. I got a wind barrier to knock down. A logbook. They even have newspaper in the food box to start your fire. Fireplace. Another little shelter. Picnic bench. Sundial. Oh, castle right there. Look at that. It's amazing. That must be the water. You already know. What a great shelter, man. It's like heaven. Privy up the hill there. Whew. What else do you need, man? Water, privy, picnic benches, swings. It's awesome. Thank you, Raisin. Thank you, Innkeeper. Thank you, Cowboy. Amazing place, man. There's a privy up the hill. Look at this. This picnic bench even has a place for your stove so you don't burn the place down. Amazing place, man. show you what I'm looking at. Ooh, bug in the hole. I should be hiking, but I just can't get off the swing. Complete with candle holders.
Oh, I drew a picture of a caboose. Yeah, take a picture of that.
All right, your first one, and you drew your own picture of yourself.
Can you put up your refrigerator?
All right, you got big shoes to fill, Bert's run and Tom's run. Wow, is it hot? I don't even know what time it is, but it's 2:38. And it is so hot. It's like breathing under the covers. They're like a big, heavy comforter. Hair so thick. Soaked in sweat. But I think I'm only got like 5 miles left until I'm at, I think it's the official halfway point, 1,098.5 or something like that. So it's like 5 miles up, maybe 6.5 miles to 1,100 miles. So I'm tired. And I got plenty of sleep last night and this morning. I slept in till about 7 o'clock. Didn't get on trail though. Got picked up by Rich, Thrive's brother, about 10. And hit the trail at about 10:30, 10:40, something like that. Won't make that mistake tomorrow. Get up bright and early and hike. So the terrain's pretty good. I could easily make the next 6 miles in probably 2 hours. I think Thrive and Caboose are probably a mile or two, a couple miles behind me. I've been moving at a pretty good clip, so but man, I am exerting myself. It's like I said, it's breathing with a blanket around your face, man. Like wearing an N95 mask, hiking. So, but I think that's the last uphill I have today. It's relatively flat the rest of the way, you know, minimal elevation gain and descent. So, gotta keep pushing on. I hope there's a drink in there. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much to whoever left this. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed. Perfectly cold, perfectly refreshing. So it's been a little dry out here. So there's the water at the shelter I just left a couple miles back. I filled up, but it was essentially it was scoopable. It was barely running down a rock, so it was a long water fill. And, the boil water notice. And so whenever you see those, you really don't, it's not your favorite thing to see. So, but I filled up 2 liters, and the next water source isn't that far. I think it's 5.7 miles or something, Tom's Run. But easily doable, plenty of time to make it there. But I was going to pull up a little short of there intentionally. At the halfway point, or just beyond, maybe at 1,100 miles, or mile 1099.1 campsite or something. Not that I couldn't make that Tom's Run. I'm literally walking slowly now, just enjoying whatever I got left. But, we're spread out a little bit and trying to think of my friends that are behind me, and yeah. And tomorrow, I don't want to push too much, and then tomorrow, there's an ice cream challenge or whatever that I'm sure we'll spend a little bit of time there. And if I get up at 5 a.m. and hike there, I'll be there by 7. It's a little early to eat ice cream, so kind of stuck in no man's land, and that water just made it so I didn't have to push to the next water source. I'll be okay with 2 liters. I just refilled back up, and I think I got 2.5 miles, and I don't need to cook dinner tonight, so I brought out some pizza. So that's going to be my dinner. Have enough water to hydrate tonight, and brush my teeth in the morning, maybe have a little bit of oatmeal and some protein powder, and then it's only like 1 or 2 miles to the water source. So, and not that I had any concerns with that water, and Gatorade right there was exactly what you needed, exactly when you need it, to just take any doubt that I didn't have anyway out of my head, man. It'll make Thrive and Caboose feel better too. Like, they seem to be a little more concerned, and I've never carried more than 2 liters anywhere, unless I had like maybe a quarter mile to go to camp. Then I would carry a little bit extra so I didn't have to get up in the morning to walk the quarter mile back or whatever it was. But they like to carry a little bit more to be safe when there's long water pools. And it's not a bad thing to do, especially in this heat. Like, everybody hikes a little differently and makes them feel a little more secure. And sometimes I carry up to 3, up to 4 liters, you know, if there's a 10, 11, 12 mile water pool. And that's just not me. I make sure I hydrate. I might chug a liter before I leave, or consume a whole liter, and then I'd never carry more than 2 liters out there. Well, at least I haven't had to yet. So, and I didn't have to tonight. But it'll make the other people in the group feel a little bit better to stop there and top off their water bottles, and if they want to carry a little extra, it's a little less and mileage that they have to carry it to. But it's only 5 miles to the next shelter. Worst case scenario, it's only 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock now. There's still 4 hours of hiking to get 5 miles in this terrain. It's 2 hours tops, hour and a half. So I know the drive is probably a couple miles behind me, so I'm gonna pull up around 1099.1, right after the halfway point. I don't need to celebrate 1100. I don't need to celebrate the halfway point at 1098.4 and then 1100, woohoo, a mile later. It's getting pretty tedious. I haven't accomplished anything yet, but it'll be nice too when you get to the halfway point to, instead of adding miles, I'm starting to knock them off and put them behind me, and I'm closer to the end than I am the beginning. All right, I'm gonna finish this hike. Thank you, Trail Magic. Super cool. There's people out here that do that. I am moments away from being halfway. Although with all these unceremonious halfways like Harper's Ferry, you know, 1,000 miles first makes you feel like you're almost there, pretty close to halfway. It's like this, you know, people, when I hit 1,000 miles, people saying, you're halfway there. And then Harper's Ferry, which is 1026. Feels like I'm beyond halfway, but this is the real halfway point. I'm going down now. Counting down. So it says, you were at the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail. As a result of various relocations, the actual halfway point of the Appalachian Trail changes each year. The 2024 halfway point is 1,098.7 miles here, where you are standing. The ceremonial halfway marker is located on the Appalachian Trail between Tom's Run Shelter and Mishaw Road, a few miles north of here. The location of the ceremonial marker does not change from year to year. I would say I'm halfway home, but home is wherever I'm at. This feels like home to me, so. Haven't accomplished anything yet, but from here on out on this journey, I'm ticking down. So, bittersweet. Yeah, man. Gonna keep trekking north. What's up, brother? This place is pretty sweet. All right, so I did what I do best. I went the wrong way. And I wandered down to that little cabin, probably a half-mile off trail, which is a Blue Blaze. And I guess it's the PATC cabin that you can rent for like, I don't know, like $20 I didn't even know about. There's a guy sitting out there who's staying there this weekend named Connor, waiting for his friends to get here from the DC area. So I got about a half mile to backtrack and get back on trail. Uphill too. So here's an extra mile towards my, I don't know, it's supposed to be 2,197.4 miles. It's gonna be like 3,500 miles for me. Ridiculously just hiking along, just do. And this is what the trail looks like, so I don't know where I missed it, but I'm gonna find it. Oh, that was a nice spot too, man. He's laying in a hammock outside in the shade. He's got a cold soda. Waiting for his friends to come with the keys. I'm like, man, I'm gonna squat here tonight. You know, but I can't interfere with their group. So I'm backtracking. Whew. Another Wingit blaze in the books. But I'm glad I went because I found out about the PATC and the membership and rented cabins out here. It's gorgeous. All right. Okay, so this is the Appalachian Trail. And it's been like this for about a couple miles and just wandering. Of course, if you don't look left, you don't see the white blazes. And this is the barricade that's supposed to stop you from continuing to go straight. Maybe I'm a dummy. Maybe they should have a better sign here, because that's a trail approaching here. You keep going straight, and that's supposed to be your indicator to not go straight. And what does Wingit do? He Wingit blazes and goes straight. But pretty cool cabin down there. Too bad it's occupied tonight, because I probably would have squatted in the yard. It was nice. So I'm just gonna stealth camp here because I wasn't expecting to do that extra, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. So I'm gonna find me a spot and just soak in the halfway point. And my glorious 1 mile of extra hiking. My calves needed the workout, I guess.